Hey guys, Kevin here. You're with the Modern Creatures and welcome to another video. So how'd you like those effects? They were actually shot using the OPPO Reno5 and we're actually using that same phone to shoot this right here with video portrait on. Not bad, right? So let me just quickly say that if you enjoy videos like this one, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel because there will be more reviews and creature comforts videos coming from us. Now for this review, let's take a closer look at what the OPPO Reno5 4G has to offer. This is the Reno5. One of the first things I noticed about it was how light it was. It's not too light that it's prone to slip out of the hands, but definitely lighter than most smartphones around at 171 grams. What we have here is the starry black color, which is one of the two available options. OPPO says this color is inspired from the reflection of stars on a lake with its dark but shiny design. Kinda reminds me of that Vivo Y31 we recently reviewed actually. But if this subtle color is not for you, you might want to consider going for the fantasy silver option as it has this special shine that bursts into different colors. It's actually really cool. And apart from being light, it's also very thin, and on the right side is where the power and lock button is placed while the volume buttons are on the left together with its dual SIM tray which has a micro SD support. Meanwhile, down below is a 3.5mm audio jack, USB-C port, and a speaker grill. We also see its quad camera setup at the upper left corner, and there's a slight bump from the camera module. It's just a small bump and nothing too distracting though. Up front is a 6.4-inch Full HD Plus display with a single punch hole design for the front camera. Sporting an AMOLED panel with a 91.7% screen-to-body ratio, it reproduces vibrant colors and deep blacks, great for watching your favorite YouTube channels. The Modern Creatures. Considering that it only has a single speaker grill on the right side, watching on the Reno5 is still an enjoyable experience as the speaker is loud enough and you don't need to keep it close to you just to hear properly. And don't worry about spending extended time watching on the Reno5 since the phone has been certified by SGS Eye Care to lessen eye strain. Its thin bezels also make video consumption more immersive, and its vibrant display helps images seem to pop out of the screen. Its single punch hole camera is also easily seen, but I personally don't mind it. And for security, there's an in-display fingerprint sensor in addition to its facial recognition using the front camera. Its 64-megapixel shooter is your main lens, and with it comes an 8-megapixel ultra-wide, 2-megapixel macro, and another 2-megapixel mono sensor. Meanwhile, taking care of selfies is a 44-megapixel front camera. Photos shot on its main camera have really good detail in them during the day. Colors look natural and not overly saturated, and focus is easily directed towards the subject. It also has a good dynamic range as seen on the darkest and lightest tones of the photos. And I just want to quickly share that I personally prefer photos that look natural versus phones that tend to, overly saturate its images just to look lively. So yeah, I like that the OPPO Reno5 stayed away from this approach. However, if you want to boost the colors, OPPO's AI features help make this happen, making leaves greener, the sky bluer, and so on. And when the sun sets, its night mode also delivers bright and detailed photos even when shot handheld. Try to stay with its main shooter though, since while its ultra-wide still produces decent shots in the dark, but it's not as great as the main sensor. For selfies, its Ultra Night Selfie mode uses fill light to improve quality, while Night Flare Portrait is OPPO exclusive and digitally blurs the background to make photos look like they were taken by a DSLR. Video recording comes with as many features as for photos. As seen in the intro, you can achieve special effects like double exposure, which is OPPO's first and is done through AI Mixed Portrait. AI Color Portrait applies black and white filters to the background while keeping the subject's color natural, and monochrome video that only leaves out either red, green, or blue colors. There's also Video Portrait that we're using right now, dual view video for recording using front and rear cameras simultaneously, and Soloop for editing your videos on the phone itself. It comes with templates embedded in the Cameras app so you can shoot your videos to easily edit them using the Soloop app right after. And finally, the Reno5 can shoot up to 4K videos at 30 FPS for added detail and flexibility in editing. Let's now talk about what's running under the hood. The Reno5 carries a Snapdragon 720G processor, which is capable and powerful enough for mobile gaming, 8GB of RAM, and 128GB of storage, which is expandable up to 256GB using the microSD slot. The system runs on ColorOS 11.1, which is based on Android 11 and comes with improved features for navigation, gaming, and power efficiency. Having it as my main phone, I didn't come across any major lags. It ran smoothly day in and day out of browsing, gaming, and shooting photos and videos. And speaking of gaming, running popular titles like Asphalt 9 and Mobile Legends was fast and smooth. Maxing out games like Genshin Impact was also acceptable for the Reno 5, and it does so without getting too hot. It's actually quite impressive. I was also able to enjoy some of its built-in features like the updated Smart Air Control to mute calls with hand gestures and Smart Always On display. Although it also comes with AI-enhanced sensing algorithm that detects if someone else is peeking at my phone. Fortunately, I didn't come across anyone trying to peek at my phone, but it should protect you from that person if it happens. As for security, its fingerprint sensor was snappy enough to unlock the phone, but its facial recognition is quicker to recognize you. In fact, it's become how I normally unlock the Reno 5, and I rarely go for the fingerprint scanner. Giving juice to the entire device is a 4310 mAh battery, which is pretty sizable given its slim form factor and lightweight. Together with its software that makes energy consumption more efficient, it's easy for the Reno 5 to last an entire day of casual usage. Shoot with it for extended hours like we did, and of course it would be better to have a power bank nearby. Thankfully, it comes with a 50-watt fast charging technology with its Super VOOC, and we're able to charge from 0 to around 65% in 30 minutes and fully charge the battery with an average of about 50 minutes. And as always in our reviews, The Modern Creatures aims to find special features in devices that would make them worth having. Something that would make a certain device stand out from its competition. And for the OPPO Reno5 4G, it would have to be its array of camera features. It's not only the fact that it has these features, it's also because these basically equip aspiring content creators with creative executions that they could easily use. With the Reno 5, OPPO is offering you a smartphone that easily performs for everyday usage, can run a couple of heavy games on their maximum settings, and is more than capable of shooting videos and coming up with unique effects, all natively done within the phone. We could easily see it being our secondary camera for shooting B-roll and doing product shots, which is handy as it's something that you could bring anywhere and it will just stay in your pocket. And that was our OPPO Reno5 4G review. As always, visit our website and follow us on our social media pages for more news, features, and reviews. Once again, that's it for me. I'm Kevin. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.